Guess who decided to take a week off on some vacation while a game conference was going on? Taft. Hey everyone, Mike from the College of Gamers here. It's just me today because, like I said earlier, Taft is off on some vacation during Gamescom week. So good timing, Taft. A lot of news. I was gonna do like a day breakdown of each. Let's see. I do a breakdown of each day of Gamescom. Kind of do the highlights of what's going on. And when Taft gets back, we can do a more thorough, coverage of everything that happens. But that's if we decide to wait, that'd be a lot of news to do all at once. So I was just going to try and break it down, do some highlights, and if we don't cover everything in the big episode, that's going to be okay. So let's get started here. Oh, and one thing, a perk about doing this by myself is that I made sound bumpers for the show. So everyone listening to this will get a sneak peek into what those are like. So I enjoy them, and feedback on those would be really nice. Just, see how everyone likes them. If they don't, they do, So let's get into the news. Breaking news. That one's so cool. All right. So first up, I think it was August 4th was Microsoft's big press conference, and they had a lot of big announcements, a lot of Xbox One exclusives, a lot of software and hardware announcements. So let's kick it off with Quantum Break. It's from Remedy Studios. I think they just call themselves Remedy. It stars Jack Joyce, I think the guy's name is. The actor is Sean Ashmore. He's from X-Men. And the player kind of has like time manipulation abilities that you can use, such as hopping across short distances or stopping time and fast forwarding time. I think you can rewind time as well, and it looks pretty cool. The special effects look really awesome. Bullets flying through the air when time is stopped look pretty sweet. One of the things that was really cool that they showed off was it showed enemies that have the same time abilities as the player. And what was really cool, the player would attack those enemies and knock out their backpack, and then they would just stop because they were knocked out of that time ripple. So they would just like freeze when you knocked out their backpack. And I thought that was a really cool thing to add. Another cool thing about this game is it has like a TV show companion. And I think what they're going to do is the game is going to focus on the good guys of the story, and the TV show is going to focus on the bad guys, which kind of makes sense because as a gamer, you want to play the good guys in a story, and then the TV show can take care of all the bad guys and explain that side of the story, which is, I think it's a pretty good way of handling it. And so that game's looking pretty sweet. We got, check out the trailer. Looks pretty cool. Again, all the effects look pretty awesome. And it's going to be pretty exciting. It also apparently got a good, graphical update since they last saw it. So that's pretty sweet. Next up is Crackdown 3. And this game looks amazing. One of its biggest features is its 100% destructible environments. Now, the original Crackdown game came out in 2007 and is famed for being one of the first open-world games that gave players superhero-like superpowers. It looks pretty cool. The trailer shows transforming cars that like morph into other types of cars, and some cool mech suits. The game's looking pretty sweet. Like I mentioned earlier, the 100% destructible environment, they say they can pull that off because they use Xbox One's cloud computing to give it 20 times more processing power than the console can, that the console has currently, which is kind of odd. I'm kind of, because it's cloud computing, I'm thinking they use servers on Microsoft's side to help compute the worlds on the console side, which makes me wonder if you're gonna need a network connection to play this game for that cloud computing aspect of it. The game gives you kind of an open world decision making kind of thing, because there are multiple like gang bosses that have taken over the city, and the player can decide which ones to take out first, which ones to take out like before one another, in their own kind of, what I'm saying is that you can take down the bosses in any order, seeing how you see fit, I guess. So that's going to be exciting. And again, if you watch the trailer, you see like multi-story buildings falling to the ground, explosions everywhere, bridges falling. It looks pretty awesome. I'm excited for that game. But like Quantum Break, Crackdown 3 will also be a Xbox One exclusive. Yeah, guess I gotta get an Xbox One, right? What am I supposed to do? College gamer, I'm poor, remember? Alright, another big announcement from Microsoft is Halo Wars 2. I remember the first Halo Wars came out, and I think it was either like 2009, 2008. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was, I think it was one of the first RTSs to come out on the console, and I think people were skeptical on if they were going to pull it off or not. But it turned out pretty good, and I enjoyed it. I loved it, and it was pretty cool commanding Spartans and ships and everything, and it was pretty cool. But some people claimed it was a bit too easy, and I think some people want this to be a bit more strategic and a bit more hardcore. What's really cool is that the original Halo Wars came from Ensemble Studios, but they're getting the team from the Total Wars franchise, Creative Assembly, are now making this Halo Wars. A lot of people have a lot of high hopes for this game because, Total War is obviously a popular franchise. It's said to come out in, it's coming for Xbox One and Windows 10. Now, I don't know if you have like Windows 8, are you going to be able to download this game? I doubt it, because it's kind of like dissing other Windows users. But at the same time, they're really pressing Windows 10. So I'm not, it should be interesting on how this plays out. Yeah, it comes out in fall of 2016. Very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to play that. And hopefully, I don't know if I'll still have Windows 7 by then, but hopefully I'll upgrade to Windows 10. They'll get all the bugs out of that. Speaking of Halo, Halo 5 is getting new maps and some esport features, which should be interesting. They have new map called Coliseum coming out. It's more, I think they showed some new maps, other new maps. It's more esport like, very symmetric, plain, very even, which is pretty cool because they're really pressing for Halo 5 being an esport game because they announced a $1 million Halo Championship series coming this winter, which is pretty big. That's a pretty big incentive to be a esport. That'll draw in a lot of players, a lot of teams. Should be pretty interesting. During the press conference, they showed off some of the esport features, such as a replay feature that allows broadcasters to show what happened at a specific time from different angles. And it also has like arrow markers to show where players are gonna be. It kind of reminds me of like a football replay thing, it shows like arrows like, oh look, Jeff Reed's gonna go over here and intercept the ball, kind of that thing, which is pretty cool. So that they're really pressing for esports. And another spectator mode that shows the outline of players at all times, so it kind of gives you that three-dimensional where is everyone kind of thing. Pretty exciting. And it'll be interesting to see if Halo can kick off as an esport, because that's, you know, it's kind of that's kind of a survival tactic, I guess, to keep the Halo series alive. If they can really get a big esport following. Up next, they showed off some Scalebound gameplay. It was pretty cool because it showed the player fly in on a dragon, and it was kind of mixed. He's like a magical sword wielding character. I think they showed his name off. I think his name is like Drew or something. Drew, yeah, his name was Drew. And, you know, right before he starts kicking butt, he like puts headphones on, which was kind of cool. Like, he started like killing people to like upbeat dance music. It's like, yeah, man, dance party, gonna kill everyone. Ho ho ho. Scalebound's also gonna be an Xbox One exclusive, and will come out holidays of 2016. So I'm assuming that's gonna be not this Christmas, but next Christmas, maybe. Yeah, should be exciting. Some cool stuff. Some people, it's getting so reviews, or like, you know, not reviews because it's not out yet, but reactions. Some people say it looks kind of disappointing. Other people seem kind of excited about it. From what I watched in the trailer, it kind of shows the character fighting people off with a sword, but at the same time commanding his dragon to take out other people, like other enemies, and also knocking out structures. So they also showed off a multiplayer, up to 4-player co-op for the game. Now, they didn't specify whether it was, you know, over online connection or split screen, but that should be pretty exciting because it's like 4 dragons fighting. That's going to be pretty awesome because one dragon's awesome, so you put 4 of them together, it's like 4 times as awesome. The dragons look pretty cool, and I'm assuming this is going to be open worlds, because if you can fly around the dragon, if it's not open worlds, that's kind of disappointing. You know, it's what people hoped from Skyrim, and they didn't get that. So maybe Scalebound will do that for people. I don't know. Let's just see where it goes, shall we? And apparently this is Platinum, I think is the name of the studios making Scalebound. Apparently this is one of their biggest games to date. So high hopes for this game, and I hope everyone with an Xbox One picks it up and sees how it is. But, you know, maybe wait till the reviews are out in case it's bad. No one likes a bad game, except emo people. Emo game people. They just like to play bad games to hurt themselves or something. Anyway, that's not important. Up next. Blah. What's happening next? Gamescom. Blah, what? What's happening next? Wow, I'm having like a total like head stop. What's going on? So Xbox is adding some new games to their preview program, which is kind of like Steam Greenlight. You know, you play it while it's in alpha, see how you like it. Not Steam Greenlight. It's I forget what they call it. It's like you play it in beta mode essentially. So the 2 games they're gonna add is Ark Survival Evolved and We Happy Few. Now, Ark Survival Evolved looks pretty awesome. It's like a dinosaur hunting game. Pretty exciting. I haven't heard too much about it. I don't know. I don't know if it's an Xbox One exclusive or not. I don't think so, but should be pretty interesting. It looks pretty cool. Looks pretty exciting, etc., etc. And the one I'm really excited for is We Happy Few. I'm not too into creepy games, but this one looks extra creepy because it takes place in this like 1960s town where everyone is like in a drug-induced happiness, and they don't like strangers and they don't like people who are different. So the player is forced to interact with NPCs in ways that you don't get away with in other games. Like you have to wave, smile. If you carry around the weapon, the police are gonna like be like, "Hey, what you doing?" And they're probably gonna end up, attacking you. And everyone wears masks. It's kind of weird. It looks super creepy, but it looks super awesome at the same time, and I'm really excited. I think, let's see, Survival Evolved will be coming to Xbox Preview this winter, and We Happy Few will be coming out this holiday season and will be available to everyone in 2016. Excited for that. We Happy Few is by Compulsion Games, and is it's being the game. They call the game a game of paranoia and survival. And just a reminder, this game is a Kickstarter funded game, so just a little note there for everyone. Excited about that. Excited for those games because they both look pretty cool, and We Happy Few looks. I'm excited for that. Anyway, so that was all software stuff. Games. One thing I haven't mentioned yet is that they're redoing the Xbox One dashboard because they're bringing Windows 10 to Xbox One. So that should be interesting. I'm not sure how that's going to go. I don't have a Xbox One, so I don't know how the current dashboard is. They're saying that the new dashboard will be easier to navigate and such. So that's exciting news. Another big thing coming to Xbox One is free DVR functionality. It requires no sign up, and it looks pretty cool. They call it Record Free to Air TV. So it doesn't require a subscription, like I said earlier. You can actually record TV in the background while you're playing. You can have your Xbox turn on when you're not home and record something, and you can also stream your recorded TV shows to Windows 10 devices. You can also download those, download said, TV shows onto other, Windows 10 devices so that you can, watch them even if you're not connected to internet. Now, one thing that was confusing for people, they said that it's record free to air TV. Now, the free to air is important because, what does that mean? Well, it ends up that you can't record cable or satellite TV. So no paid, TV essentially. But for North America, Microsoft released a digital TV tuner, so you can pick up free TV. You can record anything with that tuner, anything you receive with that tuner. So I think they showed off How I Met Your Mother, so you might be able to record that. I don't know if that's free to air though, so I think it is. So yeah, it should be exciting. They're adding a lot of features to the Xbox One, so this is another exciting feature. On top of backwards compatibility and everything they've been adding, some exciting stuff. And one more thing, they're adding a chat pad for the Xbox One controller. It's a small keyboard that kind of goes in between the two things that protrude from the side. It goes kind of in between there and plugs up under. It will make chat easier and searching, typing, of course, because it's a keypad, so it'll make anything to do with letters easier. Let's see, it's backlit. It also has audio controls, programmable keys, and will be made available mid-2016. So, a little, improvement of life, I guess, is what they call those things, I think. It should just make things easier. It has a price listed at $34.99, and you can pre-order it now. So, if you hate typing things on the, Xbox, go get yourself a keyboard. Other grumpy stuff. So, yeah, I think that's it. That's all the things that I'm excited for. Those are kind of the big things. There are some other stuff, new Forza Motorsports, some other games. I think those were the really big things, and the stuff I was excited for. Yeah, so I think that's it. You can follow me on Twitter at BlueCow with a Z at the end, like BlueCowz. And, subscribe on not Facebook, YouTube, the tube of you. Yeah, give us some feedback. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us what you think of the new sound bumpers. You know, if you like those, don't like those. And yeah, thank you for listening. And yeah, I'll be back for day 2 of Gamescom, and we'll see what we're doing there. So yeah, always bad at the endings. I gotta work on my endings. I'm not good at these. All right, yeah, I'm Mike from the College Gamers, and have a good one. Blue Cow Radio.